half as they're on the defensive side. Everybody, except for Boosty, towards B.
Okay, 100 Thieves on defense, crew on attack.
What their antics are, what their plan is at the beginning of this round. You are going to spot
only one raid boss. I say only one because honestly both these teams like to do a raid boss. 4-1 with the info, and they this is gonna get weird. Dude, Vaso's in trouble. That is so nice from Cryo though. Yeah, interesting to see these saves 400 to make sure they get that op out early as well. Like no matter what, even if they lose this pistol, they're gonna make sure they get that op into the third round. They used to do this all the time, and I like that they're bringing this back. Great shot.
It just makes it that much harder.
Shy's timing is everything. Double dink onto Xander. And now they know there's a little.
I mean, this is pretty much all down to Melza, no?
Again, Mizzino dropping down, dropping Boostio with it.
Can they not
on the trade.
just get
Mizzino
half?
left in 1v2. He's been heralded as the king of Icebox. Can he deliver here?
Love that from Asuna. Dude, love the selfless plays from 100 Thieves. We got the dash to drag the crosshair. We got the jump to drag the crosshair. Yeah, we got everything. Yeah, this was really nice to watch. Ducky0320 with the prime. Thank you for the 4 months, bro. Appreciate that. That was the Paper X game. Good. Relatively easy for them. GE have a bit of a shocking split today, but
and 100 Thieves
that helped.
They do win the pistol round. You still need to be careful.
Okay, one death. They are allowed. Dude, they're about to get out 3 frenzies here.
He's got that frenzy. It could do some damage.
Ultra grab by Asuna as he takes a step back. Some of that early harbor utility that you were talking about. It's interesting. They're not stopping it. They're letting it run and they're fighting up behind it. Kesnet's already dead.
Carl dealt with that very well, though. Proccing the dash very early on, getting off. And now there's so much firepower backside, the up-down setup that we've seen so many times. Some decent damage done for the side of crew, but it looked relatively easy for 100 Thieves. Fighting together is it's gonna be the recipe for success for 100 Thieves. They need to combat these fights through the harbor wall together, or when that wall drops.
Because of how they handled their finances, 100 Thieves at the beginning, they're going to be able to get
there
it
it
up
is.
online round 3.
I mean, they were going to get the op anyway.
Thing, though, right? Cryo with the op on Fracture, he wasn't able to get anything going. I don't know if maybe he got like a couple op kills. That's
yeah,
it.
he for sure got anti-ed, but like chamber-wise though. Like he could never hold any angles because of the Teo stuff even.
Where you find the gaps. Look at how much space is already gathered. I mean, Cryo is so limited on the spots that he could be at.
What a freak.
Right? Look at this.
Can't believe that.
But that's the thing, is that's how you have to play. You have to have the confidence to do that against this harbor comp, because if you don't, you're not going to have
let's see what Boostio's got here.
You'll never have the shot. Anyway, Boostio has
now
to
what?
get out of there. Oh, I like this.
Yeah,
he actually has no shot.
It's rough from these angles. Either go commit to this one or you commit to this one.
Into garage there. You imagine they're running back towards long. They're going to try to stay alive. So an aggressive attempt there, just not converting. Spike planted. Xander not able to hold up either, and you immediately have to start asking the question around. Yeah, saving this op. You're absolutely right.
You need to say, and he's in such a bad spot right now.
Yeah, he is in a bad spot to save this op.
He's got to get out soon. Like this harbor wall. Yeah,
they're gonna take that.
So this is a good play for Cryo, saving that operator, something that he couldn't do on the last map bonus. It's very interesting. 100 Thieves' approach of getting this op up on bonus rounds. It's a thing that teams don't really do often.
Right.
I'll definitely say.
I mean, it's hard financially to get to that point. Yeah.
The fact that he's like thinking that far ahead of saving from pistol, the anti-eco, it's very light buys in those rounds. Or maybe Boostio, I believe, or someone on the team is buying him on those anti-eco rounds after they win the pistol. He needs to be careful though. Don't want to lose that.
That's the op.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh boy, that is
that's tough.
An absolute pick. That is.
Right now, he's just face palming. Very difficult. And I understand what you're saying. You're on the bonus. Why not try to go for something a little crazy? I think Boostio was
Can't be doing that one. Can't be searching there.
There is no world in which he can run away.
Yeah.
He probably would have gotten just dashed on by Kesnet or something of the sort. Yeah. Gotten punished like that. So.
Okay, well,
there, but
Boostio takes the hit for the gun.
And now they're doing another A default. Hunter Thieves are aware that this B side of the map is weak, so Xander is going to be taking all that space by himself, very confident in doing so.
That's a lot of info gathered too in an awkward round where you've got regen armor on Asuna, you got a Sheriff in the hands of Boostio. Any space that you can take away is value additive.
I feel like this is something that we saw G2 do really well as well. Jonah P pushing B every single round, understanding that it's an A hit, but what can you do when Kesnet is just headshotting you?
I mean, Boostio had the Sheriff, but Cryo didn't. Gets the spike down, stays alive, and now the
nice
is online for Mizzino.
It's
doable
doable for Xander, but
clear.
yeah.
Oh.
The afterplan's probably too good on this one.
And Shy drops his. Oh, Asuna's already gotten it to half.
Okay, very nicely done.
It's, you know what, like,
it's early, yeah.
Crew are doing a good job of changing up at the moment, though. And then I imagine we're going to see the turret over towards mid, but then they probably put the Viper smoke back towards middle as well. So they might be a step ahead each time.
You're going to take that. And here's those.
I reckon they saved the Viper smoke when like they made the call over towards A because they saw that they were holding B with a solo Killjoy. So they knew that the turret couldn't be middle.
Make sure that they're fighting the same player together, especially on that defensive side.
Wait, they're investing the wall again, and we don't put the turret here after we saw the smoke here? Or it's a mess up from 100 Thieves, no?
Crew has not allowed 100 Thieves to farm this A orb. And that's, I mean, that you saw that was part of the plan for 100 Thieves at the beginning, to get the orb in Asuna's hands.
It's such a fast-paced approach onto A site. Harbor ultimate invested.
Smoke a little bit.
All the space in the world to work with here.
EU's the only one with a gun. They tried to flush in.
Nice shot.
What? Oh, okay. Yep, that's one. That's
Oh,
three.
nice shots.
Shy and Mizzino left to fix and solve this mess that they've
Dude,
made.
no one even considered the mid luck. Maybe they have reads.
Mizzino's gonna have to do this on his own. A 1v2. We saw him in this position earlier. He wasn't able to convert it. Can he do it the second time around? EU's gotten the defuse to half.
Hey, nice hander from 100 Thieves here. Dude, no one was scared of middle. So that's making me think that maybe 100 Thieves have a read if the smoke is here. They hit with 5.
I want to see the POV of the other two because we missed those.
Maybe they just gambled because of Nico. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they all dropped
they had
like
some nice
on the
shots.
actual site. You would think that Crew had the complete advantage, but it was them who had the isolated 1v1s. So 100 Thieves win a massive round, and now their ultimates are coming online. The snowball could be effect. Both initiator ults online for both sides.
Get to the classic. Oh, we can't be getting pinged by this.
Pops the ult, tags Asuna. Cool falls.
Yeah, it's the most common Razor. Sorry, Sova ult with the insta drone.
With that Hunter's Fury, Crow's gonna have to compensate here. And he gets punished as well.
Nobody feels like a
Yeah, there's a couple of things that maybe 100 Thieves shouldn't be getting caught by. I
Yeah.
don't think that.
He's been playing that disrespectful style of Jet.
I don't
Clinching
know.
were saying he has to.
Yeah, he has to, right?
I think every single time the smoke gets used like this over towards middle, there probably should be a turret on
Nothing
mids.
is going your way. How do you get some confidence back in your favor to start
They
hitting
are
some of
just A
those
spamming right
weird
now.
shots?
I mean, he certainly doesn't lack confidence. I'll give him that with some of the peaks that we've seen him take.
It's just got to start.
Does look like it makes sense though, right? When this smoke's here,
It's so difficult. Now
they just 5-pass and hit. I did see Boostio looking for someone, but
wow, man, it's a difficult retake, but
Yeah,
way in.
only 1 for 1 though. I mean, he's gonna have to 1v3. Getting a little bit of damage dealt.
He's gotta have to save here too.
okay, timeout for 100 Thieves maybe.
Clapping right back after
Couple
that
of things that
13
shouldn't happen in
win
this round.
From 100 Thieves, and it's just been A site all day for Crew.
Yeah, I mean they tested B1
Are they
on the
three?
pistol.
Yeah, are they 3? Well, I guess they're 3 for 4 now towards the A side of the map. I don't think
believe
they.
so.
Yeah, they lost pistol at B, right? So. Yeah, no one looking there. Even Kesnet is like, "Yo, what are you doing, bro?"
That's tough.
Still no
Convi is now in
timeout.
shambles once again, but you do have Jet Knives. You do have Asuna's Gecko ultimate, Hunter's Fury online. Maybe some type
Yeah,
of
and then they
aggression
got a lot of
towards A
ults.
with the Sova ult, but no one from Crew is on this side of the map. Now
Okay, let's see what they do with the Jet Knives. Okay, this time they actually push over
Perfect time to
towards
do
middle
so.
of the smoke,
Those
yeah.
blades popped.
He gets tagged up though. Keznet's half HP
At
already.
least crew are perma mollying this, so if there is a turret spotting over towards middle.
You know, I feel like you would see more times than not players just trying to.
They know it's there. They know it's not there because every single time the molly's not getting shot.
But again, a really nice trade out from Xander, which feels like something that they've cleaned up and looks like it's been drastically improved for 100 Thieves.
Definitely. Xander's still sticking around here though, and he's gonna have to face 4 players. Let's see how many 1v1s he can isolate.
Oh, the pit! They're gonna hunt him down now, and the Reckoning really just counters
my God.
that. Still insane that he gets it versatile. Tries to pop yellow, not able to get anything else.
He did a lot more than I thought he was going to do, to be honest. I thought he was going to insta-go down and got a lot of damage onto Mouse from this. Plant goes in, and they got to cancel that because it's fish to wreck him. Oh, do they tunnel vision?
They have a little bit of help, though. Shy has gone unchecked. 2 kills
So,
found.
yeah. Shy did so good on this.
Response from Shy.
It's so good on this.
He had to be the player that
Yeah, he's the only person with a gun out here. Dude, they tunnel vision
players
so heavy.
B-main. And 100 Thieves just line up for him. A bit of a blind spot from 100 Thieves. Somebody should have been watching that, or maybe a little bit more control. Maybe instead of running for those 2 kills with the Thrash, clear out Shy, who they knew he was there. He took some pop shots earlier from the left side.
1, 2,
That one stings
3, 4.
Pistols for them.
Dudes.
Trying to
4 ults into that.
nurse those wounds of the stings.
And look, Crew showed B for 1 round, now they're just back to A again.
4 ults after the round where they also just got hit by the insta-sova ult.
One of the rounds they did win was with Sheriff, so we'll see.
Smoke over towards site again, 5 past them.
How they're doing it too. I mean, Crew have all of the space A, and it's been slow from 100 Thieves on taking B.
Killjoy ult was just invested.
They have to win this crunch.
Yeah, I feel like I have to watch back on the other Crew Icebox. There's no way they played like this last time, right? With the smoke.
They've gotten a couple, but I don't know that it's going to be enough. Boosty 1v2. With the Sheriff's gotten it down to 1v1. Took a little bit damage there. 89 HP. And it's Kesnet on the other side with a Vandal. You've got to find a way to upgrade a weapon.
Nicely done from Kesnet as well. This one got close though. They are so far away from their ults. They need some help.
The rifles, because it's what they've won 1 round doing it so far, and that round came very close, right? It comes down to a 1v1.
Yeah.
And you're at such a disadvantage. If they can emulate some of the team play that they're doing on these eco rounds, these thrifty rounds, on a gun round, maybe they'll have some success on this defensive side against Crew's attack.
I like that angle from him, knowing that most likely they're going to jump up.
Somewhere in the mix over there too, watching, supporting.
They've given him 5 reasons to cheer so far on Icebox.
Very cool.
Okay, this time orb over towards middle.
Double lurk up.
And then they put the lock into it.
They haven't really explored this at all.
I mean, it's been A, but
oh
also
my
getting 2
goodness.
into the round.
This is a bit of a mess. I mean, the spike is down and Kesnet's up really far, but he's got to get out. I think the other thing is they haven't tested where this turret is. They've been mollying, the KJ has, towards mid, thinking that that's where the turret is. They finally find where it is, but now they know where the hit's coming from.
Okay, it's kind of about damage for Crew here, right? Shouldn't be able to win it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the way that they played this, losing 2 at the hands of Asuna on A, really set them back.
I wonder how Asuna got those picks as well. Maybe just a spam through a smoke.
No, it was just a straight up spam.
I'm sure we'll find out later.
Maybe Mizzino using a cascade, that was the cue.
A 2v4 like this is, I mean, you put all of the hopes of the round in the hands of your playmakers, right? You just kind of cut them loose and, hey, you need to go get a pick, maybe even 2.
Oh boy. Could get the double here.
Yeah,
we didn't check left.
They knew, but it wasn't enough to get the kill.
Oh my goodness,
dear God.
Melser's gotten 3.
It's happening.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, but honestly, Asuna should.
Still not planted. 15 seconds left.
Asuna should have it down.
It's gonna be all him right now.
A tap. Waiting on the other side of the smoke. He's tucked behind yellow. You're right.
No. Okay, it's all good.
Should secure it.
Not even worried about this.
The ground and it's just Melser on the
Not
other
even.
side.
Not even a little bit close.
It got scary there, but 100 Thieves get to 4.
It's so uncomfortable.
Big round from him, though.
Thieves, though, when they're up 4v2 like that, to drop 2 players, to create gaps based off of sound that you're doing, maybe just hold don't make any audio cues for Crew to find a way back in. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, right. That's how that happens. Sure.
I mean, but if that's what 100 Thieves need to win a round,
Back
I'm
to the
worried.
8 hits. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I'm worried.
Smoke invested, 5A again.
Just one round between the two. They still have the op in Cryo's hands. The fact that they've dealt with this double wall comp as effectively as they have so far.
Yeah.
We'll see. They continue to deny that orb, that A main orb, for 100 Thieves, and wisely so this time. Alcina's just one off his ult.
They're opting to play in this time around. EU does get tax, he's gonna have to give, but he's gonna flood right back in.
You should run.
And look at Crew.
Lovely ult.
Very patient. Mazzino's the only one taking 1v1s, and he's winning them.
I mean, they have the Killjoy ult. I mean, I guess Alcina was just trying to catch one on the way out.
And now Viper's Pit being used as well. How do you retake with an operator as Cryo?
I was going to say, no matter what happens here, they're going to use the Harbor ult
from
in.
the side of Crew, making it so difficult for the retake to come in.
Yeah, they are not gun shy on investing ults to secure rounds. It's really impressive to watch. No hesitation.
It's just the save. You have to concede. Give it. What a round from Crew.
It's nice from Crew though, even just like the overall understanding of the round.
That's Icebox, baby.
and I think, again, it's the efficacy behind their ults.
Wait, what's Boostio doing? I'll get an upgraded gun, but he can take it out
Just
here.
to put it right back down.
Not again with the
You're
ult.
right. I mean, the way that Crew layered their ult
He's hunting
was
him.
very impressive. Even with having that
Yeah, this is nice from from Crew though. Right, they know they win
but
one.
so far,
They got enough
Crew can commit
kills
an ult and
that
actually
3 of
convert
them
to
will
a
have to
round where they're
rebuy,
willing to
or like
do
can't
so.
buy
And
next if they
that's
win
a
it.
lot of
So
things
they
that
put all the
teams
ults in.
Sometimes will overthink, and then they'll end up losing a round like that. And oh, maybe we should have used the ult this round, and they never end up using it. Yeah, that 1v1, Asuna was just stuck back sight. Maybe
Saving
would have.
could be good. If you guys do not, like, this doesn't look good.
this doesn't
Yeah,
look
a little bit
good.
of frustration. Like he's like, oh, where's the help? Where's the disruption?
Surely we get a
Maybe just
timeout.
trying to help him get out in that moment. Somebody from heaven going with him.
I
Okay.
think him even just
Maybe maybe a little bit of talk about the Viper smoke that's going on.
Which was
And definitely start pushing behind when that's happening.
Grab the rifle because of that call.
In like 4 rounds in a row where they've
Because
seen
of the
all
way
5
they
over
played the
towards
end
A
of
when
that
they do
round,
this.
they're able to carry an op and 2 rifles into this round.
Sell me. Sell me,
Michael
'cause
says,
this
do you think 100
operator
Thieves lean
has not
towards
been
this
getting
map
any
pool? Because
value
these are the
from
3
Cryo
maps
on
with
both
ropes
maps
for
so far.
Asuna to
I
abuse.
think Crew have done such a good game plan approach for denying.
Dude,
the
I wouldn't
common
even, my
operator
brain wouldn't even
spots
go there.
for Cryo.
Michael, thank you for
I
that.
think they've studied.
Thank
I
you for
think
the
they've studied the way
$5
that
as well.
Cryo likes to take certain
Dayu
games,
with the
and I
Prime.
think
Thank
that
you for
this
the
is
6
something
months,
that
bro.
Other teams don't do enough.
Thank you.
And it's impressive that Crew has reached a point in VCT where they can focus on denying an entire player. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what the change was. Hey, Superman popped off on us. We can't let Cryo do that to us.
Yeah, maybe. I do think it's just a virtue
flank
of the double wall
enemy.
comp, right? Like
Yeah,
when we
it
saw
does
this come into
By
prevalence,
default, make it hard.
yeah, it makes it so much harder. And you know, you were
Official.
talking about it at
Okay,
the beginning of
well,
the map.
let's see. If they spoke about
So you
the
wonder here, if
Viper,
you're 100 Thieves,
if
how
they
do
spoke
you-
about the
how do
Viper
you
smoke
solve
in the
that,
timeout,
right? How do you solve for
we're
that
gonna see it
variable
right
where you
here.
have to find value out of the op in the face of a double wall comp? It doesn't look like it's going to
because
get tested.
Viper smoke lineup.
As Crew once again knock on the door of
Oh, he
A.
missed it. Well,
It's just been relentless at it.
we got no
and
Viper
100
smoke
Thieves
over
know.
towards site, so they might not even realize. They might not see it.
Yeah, here we
That's
go.
so
Here's a
funny.
shot at
They
it.
might not know they have to push behind if that's what the
That's
overall plan was.
Sometimes those shots are hard. You kind of have to pre-fire the elbow right there.
Yeah, I mean, I
He's
guess I just say
messed
that
it up.
because of how difficult it's been for them to find value
That's
off
so
of the
funny.
op.
Finally gets
Imagine
a
they had a
shot
whole
at it.
plan,
Yeah,
like if the
that's just
smoke
tough.
goes down, we're gonna double
tough.
push
Crew
behind,
getting the
and then
info
the
that
smoke
there's
never
an op,
happens.
they
Then
know
they
they might
5
be
pass
holding
and
that
hit,
one
and
down.
and
Asuna
then
has his ult.
Six is like,
Boostio's
damn,
gonna
dude,
fall
they
on
really
Wonder, they're
changed
waiting
up.
for the
No,
cue
we
to
were
go.
gonna
He
change in our
saves the game.
timeout.
Over his shoulder, the Guardian Angel.
When actually they just missed the lineup.
Keeping him alive, keeping the ult in play. Waiting for the pop, and now the Thrash unleashed. Mazzino dead.
Enemy remaining.
And just like that, Shy's the last one standing. EU doesn't swing there to save Asuna. I don't know that they convert that round.
Yeah, the round's over.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Asuna dies, surely. And we saw a little bit of hesitation from the
30
rest of the members of
seconds
Crew as well.
He
Kesnet being the one
could,
that kind of backs
as we
off,
can
not
see,
trying
if
to
he
get
sends
that trade.
this.
I
Oh
Wait a
my goodness, that was fast.
1v2.
It's Shy in a 1v2.
Oh god.
Oh, Shy in a
Oh,
1v1.
little jiggle. Oh my
5
goodness, this
bullets,
guy's
still healthy,
incredible.
17 seconds left. Should be able to get the spike down.
He's got a alarm bot. He's got a molly.
If you're
Oh,
Cryo,
it's
do you keep
nice.
the op here? You don't really have a
10
choice
seconds
otherwise.
left.
Oh, dude, he knows where he is because no alarm
A
bot.
1v1 for
Oh, he's got the turret
Shy
as
to
well.
save this round. 4 bullets left.
Doesn't want to
Meanwhile,
reload,
Cryo
obviously.
slipped the net down in hell, looking to creep his
Dude, he
way
could have
forward and
walked
catch
off the
Shy
site.
slipping.
Did Cryo even consider
Opportunity to
heaven?
upgrade a weapon. In a situation like this,
Oh, well.
as he said, 2 shits in the night assassination.
Don't have to
style.
consider it when
Cryo
you see
saves
him.
the round for 100 Thieves.
Hey, that was a nice try in the 1v3,
Yeah,
though.
look at his reaction as well.
My ult's ready.
Unreal. That came down to the wire, but Cryo found the only gap of the Killjoy utility that Shy had. But the round wins for 100 Thieves. It just feels like it should be more clean. There's something that's a little bit of a disconnect when they're up numbers. They get it done, nevertheless, and they stay into this.
It's always nice when you have the best player in the world on your team. It's always nice. Thank you for the pleasure.
A perfect moment to hype up Cryo as well. Up until that moment, the Cryo op kills, he was only getting like 1 and then getting traded, right?
Yeah, they were few and far between.
I think finally an opportunity to get multiple on the board for himself.
Okay,
Again,
change
it
up the
hits
smoke
once,
as well.
I mean, it's been so effective, and you've
The
done it
harbor
this entire
default is
half.
nice,
Why not
though,
finish
with
it
the
the same
mollies.
way?
Yeah.
Getting used to the scenery on that side of the map.
This molly used to never...
Very early utility this time from Hunter.
Used to never get away for doing this molly, though.
Nice Hunter's
I don't know why
Fury.
this
Does
molly is,
connect
like,
on the Shy.
getting value
And
these
on
days.
the
Everyone
Xenon.
used to shoot this.
Now, this is interesting. I was talking about the KJ Molly that's been clearing up the turret from the defense. It's moved back here now. The drone out towards A is going to tag one more. A lot on Melser's shoulders, but he's going to get
Oh, another
swung.
miss.
He almost connected on the Cryo right there. That was very close. Look at Cryo's HP.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they try to flood backside, and again,
The lovely high-lower, though.
the defensive wall does not relent.
And they know Melzer was somewhere around this mid-tube area. That's why you see Xander pushing up all the way B, doing some jiggles. He's just stuck
30
here.
seconds left.
30 seconds left. I don't even think you clear Cryo in this spot. There's just so much you have to worry about. You're going to have to start holding W at some point.
Yeah, man, time is not your friend right now.
Not at
If
all.
you're Melser.
He's walking straight into the crosshairs of Cryo.
There you
Easy pick'ems. And
Yeah, hard to miss that one.
it was hard fought for 100 Thieves. I feel like the
I
pressure that
still,
crew
though,
put
6 on defense is, like, really nice.
was immense.
Like,
They were
they'll
kinda
take it.
overwhelming
Obviously,
that
the
A
pistol
site,
helped
but
them.
100 Thieves being
It
able
was
to
looking very
snag
rough
some
here,
very
though.
close round wins, and then fighting together at that A site ended up making it an even affair. 6-6 at this first half, much like
Last 2 rounds, they
Fracture.
played very together, though, back at
See
site.
if 100 Thieves can
They were a
cook
little
up
bit
anything
split
with this
over
Gecko
towards
on the
A
attacking
in, the,
side.
in like a majority of the rounds before that.
Yeah, we'll see if that is the case on the other side of this break. We'll be right back.
Fracture is the same. Yeah, but we've been saying that a little bit about 100 Thieves anyway. That maybe they can play together a little bit better in terms of swings. Like, always see them like jumping to make sure they don't get traded in certain situations. They're like really good with that, but the stuff before that in terms of getting the trades, there's definitely better teams at it. When was the last time 100 Thieves were in an international LAN? This time last year. Second Masters, Shanghai. They won Split 1 last year.
Of that first half there, Dre, about whether or not they're
And
going
then
to
they
be
came
able
like 4th at the
that
LAN, I
what is-
think.
What is that?
remember.
That does not look good. Right. Well, the producers in my ear are confirming the suspicions that we have as we're looking at that on the screen. There is a keyboard issue. Tyke Paul's gear, everyone's favorite friend. So once we get that figured out, we'll get back into the action. Dre, you were talking about this before the half ended, or excuse me, before throwing to break around. Can 100 Thieves find a little bit of value with that Gecko ult, right? We saw that part of the game plan on the defense was to try to funnel him that Orb A. Crew Divisa did a really good job of denying it with the spit shot combo A main, but it's a different side of the field here.
Yeah, I think...
Tech pauses this week? Nah, mate, it's been insane.
I think this 100 Thieves composition...
It's been a rough week.
I think this 100 Thieves composition is more favored on the attacking side. You're going to be able to punish this harbor wall with the double initiator utility.
No region is safe. Dude, China doesn't have tech pauses. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure I've ever seen a Chinese tech pause.
100 Thieves are going to be able to take the fight to you no matter what, right? So you only have so much space that you can fall back on here.
I mean, that's something that they're going to have to solve. And you also mentioned this, very reminiscent of the first map. It was a 6-6 half on Fracture at halftime. It's the exact same score here on Icebox. This is Crew's map pick, and so we'll see if they can solve it. The double wall comp on defense is just difficult, man.
Tech
It
balls
sucks
tomorrow.
to have to navigate.
Yeah, but I think 100 Thieves can do that. I think they're going to be doing a good job of using that Dizzy to get in, get that spike planted, playing the post plan.
I was sent 2G earlier. It's just domination.
And getting punished out by
I was wondering.
like Kesnet, who are going to take that 1v1. And I mean, Kesnet.
I was wondering if 2G were already playing with spikes
towards that B side of the map.
with what was going on.
Looks like everyone.
Like I wonder if they're already pracking with him like this week.
Look at Crew's defense.
Because they looked
and a turret here.
It didn't look great.
Mid. Contact up and then dash out.
The cool thing about this harbor wall, though, is it does cut off some of mid. Yeah.
And so they can fill in on the space behind it, you're right.
Exactly. And that's why you see the reaction from 100 Thieves. Everyone is leaning towards A. They want nothing to do with mid or B.
This is nice, though. I like this wall.
That you see in the middle of the map, the very standard one.
Multi-purpose wall. You block off a lot.
Works from Xander in mid.
So heavy focus towards A from the attack. All 5 here.
Rosefawn, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate the 15 months.
Clearing out all of mid, clearing out all of that B.
Fast.
They're allowed to
Let's go board exam today. Nice. Hopefully it went well.
There is power in numbers, and there's a lot of that.
That's a lot of people facing out. Oh my goodness.
Massacred.
This is cool from them though. It's a nice pistol. Wall, clear, no sound. Then you put this wall up, everyone goes behind in this box, drop the wall, and just duel out.
Crew using that harbor wall, using Mazzino's
good. Really nice pistol.
Towards that B side of the map to just have a read on where 100 Thieves are leaning on the pistol round.
God, they hit some shots as well. Melza, my goodness.
Be an uphill battle for 100 Thieves. Not ready for that Viper wall dropping whatsoever. They're gonna have to be more. I feel like, I don't want to say non-hesitant. They need to just go. They need to jump.
Okay, nothing for 100 Thieves on this one.
They're going to get caught by that
and I mean, they're pretty much allowed 2 deaths in my opinion, Crew.
Yeah, try to find the windows around the wall, sure.
The pistol? No, I like this pistol. It was really cool. It's insanely simple, but...
It's got to be tough to convert that on a pistol. But they're going to try the Dizzy up top, the Flood down low, and the kills for Crew. Decent damage done back from Cryo and Asuna, though. Weapons upgraded.
They got better guns than them.
Cryo down to 35 HP. Kesnet as a Marshall.
Marshall's so deadly, though, against no armor. You can use it to no scope. You can quick scope with it. He's creeping out heaven right now as we speak.
But in a retake?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, forget about the Marshall. It's going to be on the Ghost, and it's going to fall down to a 1v1. Mazzino weak.
Of course he's on the ropes, bro.
But again,
of course this guy's on a rope.
Thrifty round win for 100 Thieves.
I feel like in one-on-ones, he literally just looks for the nearest rope and then just goes for it.
Sliding, doesn't matter what it is. This time it's on the Gecko, and he's building further to that Thrash. At this time, yeah, less hesitant, more willing to take risks. It's something that I think 100 Thieves have a lot of success with. They just need to do it on gun rounds, not be afraid
I
of
got
dropping
on the
early.
rope. Let me get on that rope.
King of the ropes, right?
He does make it his playground. Again,
okay, two hero guns for Crew.
Or at least attempt to disrespect this harbor wall.
Mizzino has one of the only
Recon over towards A, didn't see anything and got all the scans, so they can heavy lean over towards B, especially when this flash goes in. They're probably going to stick strong with the 3.
Crew's approach is definitely to deposit.
We can see from 100 feet they don't really have like a backup plan, so
towards this B side of the map.
pretty much just gonna be heading over towards B.
Towards that A side, so they're kind of forced to have to commit.
Are they gonna blind go back? Oh, okay. Well, they gotta clear everywhere. And there was a recon here as well, so they like gotta clear like actual close pauses.
Because of his position.
But can he connect the shots though? That's the real question here. And does he get cleared hard? Oh, he got cleared.
No, I didn't fully see, right? Okay, I did.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Dizzied, everything. But the thing is, the reinforcements are already here. The rotations have arrived.
That was a nice jump spot.
It's
They're going back.
But it's the right call.
And this time there is no aggressive deposit B. So they won't know until it's too late.
30 seconds left.
Good Asuna. He's only 2 off of that crash.
And he's got the spike, so you know he's going to get a little bit closer. There's a real good chance he's got the ult next
Yeah,
round.
he just needs one more here.
He will have it next round, yeah, if he doesn't die. Or if he dies or gets a kill, excuse me.
Yeah, no, he's good. Boostio, here's the rotations here too. Should be free. Oh, he makes sound though. Whoa, he gets punished from 1 step.
Did he not hear the drop?
Why is my guy playing like this against the ecos?
He just looked up on the swing mid.
Maybe it was that stuff he was doing with the keyboard on his lap earlier. Yeah, little taps.
Playing the bongos.
They're just getting a little crazy here though. What is going on right now?
Lots of guns.
They are locked in, by the way. Oh dear God, that is atrocious.
Do they have it?
How have they done this? Yeah, they have it for sure. Oh my goodness. Give me the Zix replay, man. This guy must be smashing up that monitor.
They had it. They had all the space. They made every
I have no idea how you lose this.
One misclick. Not even misclick. Just a keyboard error from Boostio here, making a step for Adverso to train his crosshair in. But what is that fight from Xander? Just alone all the way up front, and no one's playing the spike. It's like they thought they had it in the bag. And Crew just took it from them. That is insane. How do you bounce back from a round like that? If I'm Zix, I'm insta-timeouting.
He probably threw the button across the room. Can't time out anymore.
Avail themselves of that resource. You still have a rifle for Cryo. Well, you had a rifle for Cryo. And you could see the frustration on Boostio's face there.
That's rough. And then Kesnet winning
An
the
attack with the
head-to-head
Prime.
against
Thank you so much for the 18 months. Thank you, thank you.
You saying Cryo's the best player in the world.
Which a lot of times he does look that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was it.
And
That was a
we were
nuts
talking,
one.
Doug, about how, 100 Thieves have won the last 3 matches they've played, but how strong has the competition truly been? Like, was Crew going to be a real big test for them? And I think that's been the case. I feel like Cryo has struggled in this series to get anything going. He hasn't had that dominant performance, dropping plus 20 on every map.
Ooh.
Wingman attempts to get the spike down. They try to swing back behind it. Melser and Mizzino are there to secure the site and secure the round for Crew.
Fundamentally sound from Crew.
Oh, it's a clean round as well. 1 rebuy, that's it. Armors are intact.
Even the spam on the Gecko plant spot.
Oh boy. That is
really nice work.
That's gone horrendously wrong.
And now they're going to have some ultimates online. We have an
That is an insanely costly round.
Kesnet. Let's see what he can do. Again, he doesn't have to play into that harbor wall. He's going to have to deal with the flash and a dart, though, and a drone. See how he's going to maneuver around that set utility. He's going to be an anchor towards this B side of the map. This is something that you see a lot of teams do. Setting up the solo op here, able to take this deep line, fall back all the way to snow if you need to, and you can play heavy on the other side.
It does not look like 100 Thieves are interested.
This is nice
in
from Crew as well. Big rounds. They've been very good again at just identifying the impact rounds and just making sure that they use the ults into it. Wall goes in, they get the Sova ult on top of this as well. They've obviously got a Viper ult if they want it. Oh my goodness, how's he allowed to get away with all of that?
Yeah, I can't believe he peeked back into that. And now the thrash is out. Kesnet gets a little bit of verticality, should keep him safe for now.
Okay, that cleared a lot of space though.
As they continue to push
they can freely walk through, take Snowman.
Back even further. Mizzino tries to hold the line, but Cryo up close. Xander getting in on it as well. Dueling Hunter's Furies. ZU tries to get the last laugh, not connecting. Meanwhile, Shy on the swing.
And they know there's two here.
Besting Cryo, numbers away the attack.
Oh, whoa. The timing
Swapping out
that's a little bit
down, darting out
unlucky.
through. This has been a little labored out from Crew. There's still so much to do.
Is this where it falls apart for 100 Thieves again?
Oh boy.
Possibly.
The B off the plants.
2v2. Still in the hands of Kesnet.
Last player
Great
That
peek.
shot was good, but it wasn't good enough. Kesnet's gonna have to
That's
do
great
it all on
shots,
his
man.
own. He swings into Asuna, and he pays for it with his life. 100 Thieves get to 8.
Yeah, this time Asuna and EU playing together that little up.
I at least
isolating those
like
fights.
that they took so
Asuna
much
is
space with
very,
their
very
ult here,
sharp
though.
Right now, just deleting everybody from Crew on that retake, and Operator not getting much value from either side so far. Just seems like Icebox is just tough right now. He had a chance, just so worried about a player being deposited, player being lurked up. These aggressive post plans from 100 Thieves, it looks nice on the mini map, but when it comes down to the actual gunfight exchanges, it gets a little dicey. Xander getting caught out multiple rounds in a row, just alone. No real help. 100 Thieves going for that AD fault again, this time not having to worry about that aggressive harbor wall being used.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a smoke there, but
is nice.
It opens up the map so much for the attack. And you saw Kesnet was playing pretty far back. He was playing back in snow. And so he didn't even have the aggressive line, but they've taken all of this space mid.
I like the
Continuing
reaction.
to creep forward. There's nothing to watch this.
And there's a
There'd
turret.
be a turret posted up on here, but you don't know that there's
Oh.
two members here. Oh,
Well, that's incredible.
It's so far up. And so they can
That's
hold all of this,
incredible.
and now they know. But EU's dead for it.
Harbor ult
Weird
used,
harbor
though.
ult.
100 Thieves are
Yeah, I'm
speeding
not sure
up into
about that
this
harbor
Viper's
ult.
pit.
They're going to try to
Doesn't
layer
really
more
do
and more
that
utility
much.
behind this. The Reckoning, the wall, the pit, everything there. Cryo with knives. That wall is just so good.
And they can still afford to fall all the way back here because of Xander's positioning in B. He did clear out some of that mid.
And I see the Crew have the good lineup
Another
where there's
great
no
call
like
from
gap
Lucio's
towards the back
IGLing
as
right
well.
now. And he's staying in here. All members of Crew have to stay.
Yeah, this is incredible from Boostio. He's done good
something.
though.
They're leaving.
He did
I think
really
they
good.
given that they saw it was Boostio, they thought that it might just be him left to try to get a couple, and he was right.
Another B
10
retake.
seconds left. Remember, Kesnet has
Xander
Blaze
with the ult.
online.
Cryo
Now a
right
counter pit, and that's going to cause problems. You don't really have the utility to counter this. You kind of have to face check it. Watson is dead.
Okay.
It's still up, though. And that's the big
I
problem.
mean, he shot the recon, I guess.
That's the one you have to
That was
solve.
like 2 seconds ago.
Swinging backside, Cryo not connecting onto the blades. The shock's going to provide a little bit of damage. As the Cloudburst goes down, Xander gets 3. It's all in the Melser. 1v2. Again, trying to dance
play.
around the pit, but he
The
just can't stand up.
It got a little weird,
Very
but
clutch play from Xander.
yeah,
wrapping
nicely done from
around his own
Xander.
pit and
The
taking
ball play
risk
from him, but
to
I
swing
like
both
the
players
confidence
back
of it.
yellow.
Like he was
Cryo,
just
he's
he's
dancing
just playing
around
off of the
to find
time. Yeah, he's playing
that
off
play
of
to
the fact that
happen.
Cryo is just buying so
Mel's
much
are
time
super
for him.
scared to get in there.
Oh,
We're
okay, it was
open pick on
before the
Shy.
smoke.
Shy just trying to re-clear some of that info. Maybe see if there's a KJ turret there.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was massive.
Hey, Sander! Good fucking. Good shot, boys.
They
Xander
eco.
as Asuna is popping
No.
off. And now the economy of Crew, it's starting to dwindle down. Light armor on 4 members, a Guardian on Shy.
Okay. It's a force buy. They don't miss too much. They miss like a 1 molly. That's
this is
about it.
new
Obviously,
From
all the
Crew.
light
No
armors.
Harbor here either.
That's also light armor on 4 out of 5 members.
they do that same wall again, but this time there's a
Four-
Viper over
4 or
towards
5
B,
are
and
here,
then
you're right, the drone is gonna
I mean
tag
they got
lot.
a strong
Cryo dashing forward,
strong
looking to
amount of
take the
numbers over
fight.
towards A.
And
Yeah.
what a shot out from Inverso.
Spike down A.
Xander looking to respond in kind. It's Asuna who lights up the kill feed. Remember, he had a really big round just a few moments ago. Waiting to settle, waiting to get the spike down. Boostio on the second attempt should
They
succeed.
got a Viper molly. That's about it. But Viper's nowhere
Gonna try
near.
to swing behind this.
Damn,
Kesnet's
Kesnet's
even
just
know
walked
about
all
threat
the
down
way
in
out.
hell. He does. Inverso over his shoulder.
I like
Crew
this round
take
from
the
Crew
lead
though.
back.
This was nice.
Fast flood. Kesnet silent walking all the way out. It's such an awkward position if you're
Yeah.
100 Thieves to just look up in that moment and pick which spot in Rafter when Inverso is still in screens peeking you. That pick, that head-to-head against Cryo on top site, it really did come down to that. Inverso was on the back foot and still connected a headshot.
A little fadeaway, yeah.
It's such an awkward position to be put in. Because he's just trying to play retake at that moment, not give a pick. Yeah, it looked like he even stumbled into a teammate at that moment too, someone that he was right next to.
I'm immortal, I'm not that bad at outfrag Boostio and FNS. Mate, if you can't get to Radiant, you get absolutely cooked by Boostio and FNS aim-wise. I hate to break it to you. Like, if you can't get Radiant from aim alone, you will get annihilated on these servers.
And again, Mizzino starting B, using that harbor wall all the way through and now rotating over. It's going to be Killjoy out for Killjoy out here on the site.
Venn diagramming this side of the map.
He's trying to push this.
Yeah, looking for that little spot in between. One of them has been cleared, the defensive side. Meanwhile, the attacker found some value. Adverso trying to hop his way to stay alive, but it does not look like he will get challenged.
Spike planted.
Is that going to get a tag?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Kill and a tag. 2 kills.
Adverso getting value.
That's a nice Sova ult though. That is a nice
Adverso is
Sova
popping
ult.
off. He's had so much impact in these last 2 rounds. Clutch kill on clutch kill, and this time that Hunter's Fury. So many players lined up. It slipped away from Hunter Thieves. It looked like they were going to battle their way back, but Crew in these last 2 rounds.
It was off nothing. I mean, they've been dueling here a lot of the time though. And honestly, I think if you just look at how they've been playing a lot of the time, they'd like to just fight
They look
this.
stumped. They're trying to take fights back site. Trying to force the issue. But Crew are not having any of it. They're playing so disciplined. They're retaking together when they're up numbers.
Oh my goodness.
The passion pit proves to be cinematic yet again.
That's so
And remember
sick,
that, I mean,
man.
yes, the leader for Crew, but also a guy
I mean,
who
he had a good
struggled.
round, bro.
I mean, he
You
struggled
gotta,
on the
sometimes you
at the
gotta
end of the
give
first
it.
map, and yes, he was the one who was able to get those massive kills,
Sometimes you just gotta
but
absolutely
much
send
back
it.
into form. 16 and 11 for Adverso right now, as he's
For the
trying to lead Crew
IGL
into
assistant
that
coach from
#1
Champs, why do you
seed.
think they lost the
And to do so
snowball
against the 100 Thieves
style?
team, who, yes,
I think it was
had a
one
lot
of those,
questions
Bacon,
around
where
what
everything
would
was
their
like
form be coming
clicking
into
in that
this. Yeah,
team.
they were 3-1, but it was wins against teams that maybe are not as strong as Crew are now, and they've tested them, but Crew have managed to stay a step ahead the entire time.
Yeah, and EU was talking about how a big strength of Hunter Thieves was the adaptability. Where is that adaptability right now when they're up against the
If
fence,
100
against
Thieves
this
make
Crew
an
roster?
international this year, you'll
It just
give
seems like they're still going for these
250.
fights on both sides. Back
That's
side, fighting snow, or
that's
back side A,
nuts.
going all the way to screen.
Dude, that's not the craziest
They're
call.
not really playing the spike, not really
Dude,
playing
I'm in
around
for that.
how
Slimchi.
Crew
I'm
are
about to
approaching
become the
these
biggest
retakes,
100 Thieves
where
fan.
it's a lot more methodical.
But maybe get the track by track
So
out.
they're going to try to speed up
We'll
across
start
the
the
middle
train
of the map.
up.
100 Thieves don't have any guns, but you're going to see the harbor wall out from
We got some
Mizzino
spare
that
coal
knocks
from the
that
Paper
off.
X train. Get
And so
that
it's gonna be a
engine
race to
going.
try to get ahead of this.
I watched Zoki with the Prime. Thank you
Oh,
for the
it's
2
time to
months,
go
dude.
against
Thank
the
you,
wall.
thank you. I appreciate that.
That's a different look.
La Soka 98 with the tier 1 as well. I
Seems like
appreciate
a
that.
Hail Mary
Thank you
play to
also,
me.
bro.
It's an eco.
Dude, I like your confidence though, Slimchi.
Trying to do
Jesus.
anything you can to bring this back into your favor. If you can win this round, it would be massive.
Team play wise though,
Oh,
I get where
so
I get where you're coming from.
That one was.
Yeah, yes, it was.
It is a free A site though. Let's see if. Oh no, the spike can't even get planted. Crew have been
Yeah,
ready for
Crew have
all
been
these spots
very
that
good
Hunter
at
Thieves
denying
like
this
to
plant,
put that
and
plant on.
this is
And
more
on
what
one
I
side,
expect.
too,
See
it's
the
not
Crew
like
kind
they're
of.
prepared for A
This
or
is more what I expect
whatever.
from teams play against the G2
You
comp
gotta
as
give
well.
props to
Like I
Adam.
think
You gotta give him props to Cryos.
you
He
would
lights
see
up
something
too.
very.
But it's EU in a 1v3 with a stinger, and it's, you know, people say the best weapon in the game, but I don't know
I
about
think
all
you see
that.
something very similar against
Not in
G2
that
after they kind of
situation.
shown how
Crew
they play
gets a
their
series
team,
point.
or at least that
It feels like Crew
they
have
like to go
numbers
for this
advantage
plant.
almost every single
Every time.
round on this defense, right? It just makes it so hard for Hunter Thieves. It kind of makes Hunter Thieves feel like they're forced to have to have to push that issue and try to even the numbers. But Crew are playing to that, like I've been saying this whole time, and it's tough, man.
Dan,
The
I
Icebox
agree with you.
attack
I
is
agree.
not easy when you're playing against the protocols of Crew.
This shot I thought it was on the money, man.
Oh, I think just A little bit of an overflick. Very close, though.
You really think the FNS has better aim than most high immortals? Yeah, I do.
We do need to discuss this, and we didn't talk about it in the previous round, but it matters here. 100 Thieves
Maybe not high immortals. You're talking immortal 3, like high elo, but
really kind of it.
yeah, I think
they've got everything that they should need for this last
I think
round,
people really over. I think people really don't understand like the actual diff.
Those ultimates either.
Yeah.
If you layer it on this A side, it could be a good opportunity, especially with Kesnet Pop put that dash early on.
But he double dips, almost dies because of it.
FNS and ranked, yeah, you probably like not having to IGL as well. You can just
it's something he hasn't really
turn your brain off an aim as well.
He's been so afraid to kind of take those 1v1s at B, which is, I feel like, a Viper's job on this map. You can't be afraid. Yeah, I know you're up against a Harbor and it's Mizzino. You know, I get it, but it's your job, it's your role. You gotta relieve some of that pressure.
The Thrash instantly popped, but Cryo there to exchange. Adverso dealing a little bit of damage, staying alive. The Reckoning will push this off so much.
They take a good amount of space over towards B though. Definitely giving him more options with Xander doing this. I would be so fine for them to do this a lot, especially over towards A. Like play the actual more methodical way of playing Icebox. Not that you have to do this, but having the options is nice, especially as crew like kind of over rotating a little bit. They got numbers on Saints. Oh, that's great.
Melser's so cooked.
Wait.
Oh, no.
Whoa, wait,
oh,
what?
No. Oh, that's
no, but that hit.
And Xander dies because of it.
Boostio.
Wait, what happened there? The first one was on, chat.
Another aggressive post plant.
EU and Asuna. Asuna spotting all three of them. EU on the swing down low, but he's gonna have to get all three by himself.
Okay, nicely done from crew, dude.
Adverso's gonna get the defuse.
I gotta go back.
Spotted.
Oh, dude, it's just it's so close, bro. Look at it.
Yes, it will. Spot.
Dude, just. Oh my goodness, it actually missed. That's.
Melser's so cooked. Wait. Oh no.
That's crazy.
We're gonna walk away with
a great spot. But what was that last round? How did that Hunter's Fury not connect?
That's nuts, bro.
Unlucky,
that's the closest one.
Unlucky. See the stats. The first
dude, they 2-0'd him.
We're reigning supreme today, and